Hey guys, it's Amy. I just wanted to get out of here. I just wanted to make a video because there was something that really was bothering me lately, and it's kind of a ridiculous thing. This might be one of my funny vlogs or something, but so everyone knows that I'm on this journey of the gastric sleeve and losing weight. I'm new out, and there's not too many big drastic changes. There are a couple things that drive me absolutely bonkers about this entire thing. One, the way that I kind of tell people about my surgery is pretty simple. I make videos and they get to choose if they want to watch it or not. I post them on my Facebook, and whoever views it really wants to know about it. I never force anyone to watch anything or to kind of keep track of my journey. Hi, cat. It's not something that I really like to do. I don't go and I don't brag about what I've lost and what I haven't, and I don't make a big deal when I do lose a lot of weight. In fact, sometimes I'll say my doctor appointment went very well, but I never give out too much detail. Unless, of course, somebody asks. But I started to know a pattern of things that I don't like to see in other people who are on a certain journey of weight loss. Ooh. Okay. That was rude of me. I'm just waiting for a text. So, it is when people, I guess we call it brag. When people come and brag, but it's in certain ways that really piss me off. Like, I have this friend on Facebook. We're not really friends, first of all. She added me because she was a friend of my sister's and I met her once. Yeah. And she's recently on this, like, Shakeology diet, and it's really, just once in a while she'll post progress on her, on how she's doing, and, it's great, it's wonderful, except when it got a little too out of hand. And how does that exactly happen? Well, it's when you decide to make a Facebook group called My Journey, and then forcibly add everyone into that group. Yeah, no. It really pissed me off, because, first of all, especially when I start my own journey, and I had to take such a large step in order to do it, and people seem to have this love of, I did this without weight loss surgery, especially when somebody is doing this with weight loss surgery, especially someone who makes it public that they're doing it with weight loss surgery. They seem to have this really insane intensity where if I lose weight, I can tell that person that I did this on my own. So she made this Facebook journey group, added me into it, and at first I was like, oh, okay, this is really weird. Until it just got a little out of hand when she's just started posting just very small things that kind of pissed me off, and I'm just like, you know what, I had to leave the group, and, if she watches this, which I don't think she will, because she doesn't follow me on YouTube or anything, I'm sorry, but you just don't brag to me like that, I wouldn't even call it bragging, because I'm on my own journey, and I'm losing a good amount of weight. I'd just call it, like, I guess just, you're trying to make it too obvious. Like, you work hard for something, not so that you can rub it in other people's faces. You work hard because you do it for yourself, and I mean, like, yeah. It's ridiculous. When people see that you're doing well, they'll tell you, hey, I see that you're doing well. There was another thing posted, and this woman is actually very sweet, and I'm starting to really appreciate the fact that she's telling me all this. It's another woman who had weight loss surgery, who decided to, every time she dropped clothing, like a size in clothing, she would randomly message me to tell me about her success. Like, again, I'm very new to this. If you have weight loss surgery and you have to deal with the emotional issues and you're not losing, you don't see it yet, and so it's very disappointing. If you're one of those people who, like, go up to someone who is obviously right now in the middle of her own psychological battle just to brag to her that you're losing so much weight, don't do it. I mean, it's, honestly, why me? Why did you have to brag to me? I've met you, what, twice? Don't do that to me. I get it. It's great. Like I said, you know, I'm very happy about my success, but I don't rub it in people's faces. I don't go out of my way to tell people. If they ask me how I'm doing, I'm going to tell them how I'm doing. But if they don't ask, then they don't need to know. That's why people ask. Because they want to know. Then again, like, it's good to see her progress, and I'm encouraging her, and it's good to encourage people, but honestly, at certain points, it just gets really, really annoying. Like I said, I'm on my own part of this journey right now, and I'm really worrying more about myself other than other people's progress. Really hate when people make it about them. When they see that what I'm doing, I'm not going to call anyone out here, but there are certain people that I know who want to support me, but then make it about themselves. And that's kind of annoying. Like I said, I took a very dramatic step in order to lose weight. And yeah, this is my journey. I can't say it any better than that. This is my journey. You don't try to shove your story in my journey. Stupid. Now, like I said, the way that I'm very vocal about the fact that I've had surgery, but I do not brag whenever I hit some kind of milestone. Again, unless somebody asks or I'm in a support group where that's okay to do it. But when I'm online and I'm checking my Facebook and I comment on something that I like, hey, I can see your progress, that's a good thing. I'm supporting you that way. If you come to me and say, hey, look what I've done, that's kind of like, I'm blindsided. Like, that's wonderful, but I'm doing something. Or, yeah, I know, I can see it. Obviously, it's physically there. I complimented you 5 minutes ago. You don't need to come at me with your success. It's great, but the way that you just randomly come to people just to brag, it's still not as bad as making an entire Facebook group page and then forcibly adding someone into it. That kind of drives me insane. Also, those rap things really drive me fucking insane. I have a friend now who works and she knows that I've had surgery, and she's talking about, like, hey, you know, this would be good for you. And I'm like, did you not just fucking know? I told you a million times that they've literally cut out my stomach. I don't need to wrap my body up in tinfoil or whatever the fuck you wrap your body up in order to lose weight. I've already done a huge process. I don't need your fucking paper. It's ridiculous. You know, I really did take this big step. Stop trying to sell me your stupid products that are probably not going to fucking work. And if they do work, they probably don't have long-lasting results. It's kind of like Weight Watchers. Yeah. Do you guys know their success rate? Do you guys know their maximum weight loss is 8 pounds? Yeah, that's fucking great. That's wonderful. If you lose more than 8 pounds, you're going to gain it back. You know why? Because they try to tell you that you can eat anything you want. There's a reason you're fat, and it's because you're addicted to food. It happens to everyone. Unless you have some kind of disease that makes you gain weight. There's something that has something to do with, like, a menstrual cycle. Then that, yeah, that's really understandable. But if you're telling me that simple diet and exercise will fix that, no. Especially when it's up here, not really there. It's psychological. Even I have to still go to OA just to keep a straight head on, and sometimes that doesn't even work. So my point is here is, you know, you're on your journey and it's great. And once in a while, on your public page, you can go ahead and you can post those big triumphant moments. But don't do it in such a way where it's kind of like bragging, where you, or in a way that's kind of overly ridiculous, like let's say a Facebook group where you forcibly added people in so that they can see that you're drinking drinks. And also, I mean, I hate to say this because everyone's on their own journey and weight loss is hard, but I think it's absolutely ridiculous when you celebrate a 7-pound weight loss when I haven't yet celebrated how much I've lost publicly. Yeah. And I've lost way more than 7 pounds. There. I'm bragging now. It's not a brag. It's a comparison to your 7 pounds. And having a huge celebration. Okay, this kind of just came into my mind. When people celebrate weight loss with food, it makes me laugh. I'm having a moment. Yeah. I just, that was one of the things. Please just don't brag to me. It's ridiculous. You know, especially right now when I'm trying to stand on my own 2 feet in this new journey. Whoever said that weight loss surgery was really easy, you just kind of want to punch in the face. Because it's not easy. There's a lot of emotional stuff. There's a lot of just learning new lifestyles. Kind of like knowing that you have to exercise or drinking more water than you normally would, or counting calories, or counting protein, or counting how many ounces of liquids that you take in. It's all very different, and it's also coping with the mindset. So don't brag to me because you're sipping on shakes every 30 minutes. That's not how that works. I don't want to hear it. Yeah.